Now to the protests over the last hour to show their opposition to arrests of immigrants by President Trump's ICE police. Immigrant workers who play a crucial role in the economy. Several hundred protesters last night marching out of Foley Square and then marching on the streets of New York. Some threw bottles and other items at New York cops. In all, 86 people were arrested. Right now at Foley Square, police are out in force just in case of more protests. As you can see from a live picture from Newscopter 7, not nearly as many as last night, at least not yet. Eyewitness News reporter Joe Torres on the ground for us. Joe?
Bill, you said it, a relatively slow start to this rally, which got underway at 5 o'clock, especially when you compare it to what we saw last night when the crowd was close to 2,500 people. But yeah, it seems there are more police here than there are protesters. The NYPD has no problems with that. But for those attending the rally and those protecting the rally, they can agree on one thing. Peaceful and vocal protest, that's fine. Violence and destruction, that's unacceptable. Another night of protests in Foley Square as people once again rallied against the immigration policies of the Trump administration and the countrywide raids and roundups of undocumented immigrants.
Most, if not all of my friends are immigrants. I'm worried about them. I'm worried about their parents. I'm worried about my friends that came here as refugees from other countries for more that might be shipped back.
3 hours before this evening's 5 o'clock rally got underway, police were on the move, rolling in strategic response teams to make sure they were in place long before any potential unrest. Police hope the enforcement measures prevent the kind of chaos that erupted last night when roughly 200 protesters confronted police. Officers ultimately made 86 arrests in Foley Square and nearby Federal Plaza.
At all costs, we will try to avoid and stop people breaking the law, disrupting traffic, throwing things, destructive property.
Staying one step ahead of the protesters is a critical part of the NYPD's strategy, and Chief Shell acknowledged better coordination with federal agents is essential. Where does that coordination stand right now?
We don't know where ICE is in the city. We don't know when they're conducting raids. We don't know where they are conducting raids. Our responsibility is to maintain safety and order on our streets.
And New York's finest do that day in and day out. Even the protesters admit their frustrations are not focused on local police, but on federal authorities.
I know, things happen at protests, and obviously violence is never okay, but I think it's really important just to keep our focus on what the administration is doing.
Now, this rally is not yet over, and the police planning has already begun for what's expected to be a much bigger rally, and that is scheduled for Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4 in Bryant Park, an event that organizers have labeled the No Kings Mass Protest, part of a national day of action. The chief today told us the NYPD will be ready. We're live in Foley Square. I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.